seeing Ron was amazing. I mean, amazing. He looked exactly the same. Old special string that he gave me. I even smoked some cigarettes, because Ron always smoked, the sort of thing that we used to do together. So I didn't forget that I was married. I asked James to trust me, and I agreed that yes, legally we are married, and there is no way that I would cheat on him, and he should rest assured. There was a moment when Ron and I started kissing, you know, which was pretty fun. I did consider running off with Ron that night. When I saw him, he looked exactly the same, and it was like no time had passed. We always got on like a house on fire, like, you know, that kind of repartee, back and forth, making fun of each other. We were joking about like Ricky Gervais, and you know how everyone was so annoyed about him on the Golden Globes show the other night, and we were just having a laugh. And I was like, I think Ricky's wonderful, and you know, he's like the court jester. That's what his job is, and he was totally agreeing with me, and we were just like on, for once in the last 2 weeks, do you believe it, I feel like I'm on the same page as someone, and it's exciting, you know, and I'm not apologising for it, you know. We had a great time, you know, we ordered a steak and frites at this sort of Frenchy style place, and you know, he said, you know, he wished he wasn't married. I think that was a good moment, because I think I sort of broke through something there. But the fact is that he is married, so his wife's not really keen on him sort of spending his time with me. But I've asked him if he could please explain the situation to her, to allow us to have some more time together, because it's really helping me to get, you know, connected. And if I can remember what happened with Ron, if I can remember him breaking up with me in the first place, and that wasn't that long after what I've forgotten, then maybe it will just make everything else come alive, you know. And he didn't even care that I've got a few more wrinkles since he last saw me or whatever, and I didn't care either, you know. And James did care, you know. When I came home, I told James after that gone really well, and I was so excited, and that we still had all the same, you know, his face started like, oh, good, and like when he said good, I knew that he didn't really mean good. He sounded annoyed. It's like people say words that sound right, but you know they're not meaning them, you know. And I knew that was the same with James. And then I was sort of like, well, aren't you going to be supportive of me? And then he's like, yeah, sure, but I wasn't even sure if that was true, you know. So it's going to be complicated, but I'm going to get to spend a little more time with Ron, which I'm very excited about. He's actually doing much better than I'd heard, you know. He's actually invested money, and he's being pretty successful, and he hasn't had any children. But he was fun to see him.